Hello. Time was on there. Hello, good evening, everybody. I think my guest has forgotten the time. Oh, hang on.
Hi,
Hello,
how are you doing?
I'm okay. Brilliant.
Fabulous.
We're, we're just waiting for the thing to start.
Okay, sounds good. So, how long is the interview usually?
About 30 minutes, all right? Is that all right?
30 minutes? Okay, perfect. I'm so glad to hear that.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thanks. I'll just take it from the beginning if you can. Thanks. Good afternoon. I tell you what, it's really lovely here in the southwest at the moment. The sun is out, and guess what? I'm still bored. Anyway, this is my second show today. Got three more to go, guys. Three more to go, and I can go to bed. No, I can't. Anyway,
Wow, you're doing a
Stephanie.
lot.
Stephanie, how are you?
I am fabulous. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you. And I see that you're from the United States, isn't it?
I am. I am.
Gosh, tell us about yourself, and tell everybody about yourself.
My name's Lady Redneck. Well, Stephanie, but I go by Lady Redneck. I play and perform and write country music. And I've got 6 CDs out. What do you want to know? What do you want to hear?
Right. Okay. So let's get down. Let's start from the beginning. So we want to hear. Right. Okay. So what made you go into country music?
Okay, so country music. I grew up on a farm until I was 12 in a really small town, and we rode horses, and I wore cowboy boots and was in rodeos, and country music was kind of all that I knew for the longest time. And I grew up playing and performing music, but country music always just resonated like more of who I am.
Right.
So.
Okay. Okay. And so you were playing country music. What point did you get up to where you think actually country music is for me? I've got to start coding this music.
Um, I grew up playing in a family band, and so we performed all over the Northwest, and we played for weddings and fair circuits and corporate events. So we grew up playing music everywhere, and we had all different shows. We had a rock show, we had a bluegrass show, we had a hard rock show. We did every type of music, just depending on what the crowd wanted to hear. But as I was growing up, I listened to country music, and that was just that was I felt like more of who I was. But I literally love listening to all types of music. I love playing all types of music, and but I've just decided that kind of fits my personality more.
So who's your inspiration in your life?
Oh, so I've had, well, my parents, number one, they are super, super cool. And they both play music. My dad was a music major. And ever since I was little, like they were always in bands. And we always had babysitters because they had shows all the time. And then when we were old enough, we all played together, which was really fun. But besides my parents, as far as like musical inspiration, everybody from Taylor Swift to Shania to Dolly Parton, all those great women in country music that just are like family. I feel like in the country music genre, that everybody's like, it feels like we're all related, like we're all family, because there's not as many artists as, like hip hop, obviously, or even pop, where there's so many artists and you can barely keep up with their names, and maybe you'll hear one of their songs and that's kind of all that you really get out of that artist. Like with country music, once they're in, you're there for their whole life. Like it feels like we like kind of grow together, and like we know what's going on. Like when they get married, when they have a kid, when they, it's like we're more fit. Like,
yeah. Where do you get your ideas for songs to? I say this to everybody. Is it when you're in the shower or bath, or if you're just getting off, or you had a dream? Where'd you get your ideas from?
Well, I keep a notebook ready at all times because I really never know when it's going to strike. But usually, like if I lay down to take a nap, which I don't do very often, or usually like when I first wake up, something about that time, right when you're waking up or like falling asleep, all of a sudden, I don't know if it's like the creative juices can kind of flow. But one of my most popular songs actually, because usually I write the song and then I'll try to figure out what the title is. But one of my most popular songs, actually, I wrote the title first and then I wrote the song afterwards with that one. So,
and so what's been happening then during the COVID? Because you probably haven't been going out and singing or doing any concerts or anything. So what you've been up to then during the COVID?
Oh, I've been very busy. So I actually, I do a lot of music online, and I'll do live shows and just like social media, where I've had some labels contact me to sign, but I haven't signed with them because I just feel like my fans are the ones that are my label, because I crowdfund and they pay for me to record. They help me pick things. They'll set gigs up and shows up for me. They're like amazing. And so, so during this time of COVID, as hard as it's been, I've just tried to connect with them and just continue to create music. Like the studio that I go to has been open and safely. And so I've been able to just keep creating music. And I also wrote some just music marketing courses just to help other musicians, because I feel like when you figure something out, you should do everything you can to help somebody else, that because there's a lot to it. And it's been like such a learning curve for me. And so I wrote some courses to share, and then just working on my own music. And so that's what I've been doing. Trying to stay out of trouble.
That's it. Yeah, you've got to stay out of trouble. Yeah. So you don't. So when you do kind of like, have you got any concerts coming up?
Yeah, I do. I've got a big one June 11th that I'm really excited about. And I've got a really talented artist that's going to be opening for me. And then I've got big plans for this show. I'm going to be full band, of course, and just have like lots of merch there. And it's a nice big place, so it'll be a nice big concert. I'm really excited about that. And then I also have a local podcast that I'm doing, and then I'm going to be performing after that. And then just a couple local shows, just here in North Dallas. But it's so great to be playing live again. It's so nice to be out and just feel the music, with people responding.
Yeah. What happened with us though, we started last year doing this podcast for people who was going through, bad situations like mental health and all that. Then it just expanded, and we've had country singers on here. We had, all sorts of people on here, celebrities, you name it, we've had it. But when I watch your videos and listen to your music, there's always a reason. When someone sings, there's always a reason behind that music.
Yeah.
Was that experience? Was it in life, or was it?
Yeah, kind of like... You're exactly right, and that makes me feel good that you recognize that. I believe that when somebody writes something that's true, that people can feel it more, that it resonates when it's true. And so even though some of my songs are just fun and crazy and stuff, I write them from personal experiences. So the one that I'm just getting ready to finish recording is called I Dented Your Truck. And that one, unfortunately, is a personal experience. But a lot of, almost all my music comes from something that's happened in my life, or so.
Yes. So So the song that I dented your truck, was that from like a boyfriend issue or something? Was it?
It was actually my husband's truck right after we just got married, and I felt so bad. I didn't even uh, I didn't even know how I was going to tell him, and then I finally did. So the song kind of talks about like kissing up to him afterwards, and that's exactly what I did.
How does your husband cope with your, kind of your, like all your recording and all your concerts and everything? Do you have time for yourselves?
Yeah. So, are you saying how does he cope with, or how does he what?
How does he cope with everything going on?
He 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 comes with it pretty well. I think that sometimes he gets tired of it, but he's really supportive, and um, he seems like he's a good sport about it all. He just supports me, so he wants me to be happy. I don't. So yeah, he goes to most of the stuff, but not all of it. He doesn't like to be on social media. He's really private, so that makes it kind of weird sometimes. But
Yeah. Okay, we got Tasman here from Oklahoma. She says, "Hi there, I'm a very good fan of yours. Been following you now for 6 months.
oh,
Um,
great!
do you have any plans of coming to Oklahoma?"
I definitely do. I've got a manager actually that I just started working with, and he's setting up shows right now. And I love to hunt in Oklahoma, and Oklahoma is just awesome. In fact, where I live, I'm only an hour and a half away from Oklahoma, so definitely planning on some Oklahoma shows.
There you go. There you go.
And thanks for being a fan. That makes me happy.
You've got a few people on the edge. Clyde wants to know, can you wave to Clyde? He's been following you now for 5 months. He always watches you on Facebook. Will you be ever going to Toronto in Canada?
I would sure like to. Yeah, I would. I know that country music's big up in Toronto, right? I
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
that it's really big up there. And growing up in Idaho, this is so crazy. So I grew up in Idaho. I live in Texas now, but I grew up in Idaho, and it borders like the Canadian border, and I never have made it out to Canada yet. I've been down to Mexico, but I haven't been up into Canada. So that's crazy. So I need to get up there, and I need to play some music. So I hope so.
There you go. There you go. Um, Isabel says, "Hi, I've been following you for the last 19 months. I think you are so wonderful and so really, really special. Would it be possible if I can have a signed CD?"
Sure, definitely. Yeah. And in fact, when people order them off my website, I always sign them before I send them out. Like the T-shirts and the hats and all that, I can't. But the CDs, I make a special effort to sign in. If somebody wants me to put a little message on there, I can do that too. So
Well, there you go. So, and if you buy a CD, I'm sure she'll be able to sign it and put a message on there and everything. And yeah. Well, so we've got Richard from the UK. Oh, that's not very far from me. It says, I've been a fan for quite a while. Where can I buy your music? Is it out in the record shops, or where can I get it?
oh, what a great question. So besides like all the digital medias like Spotify and Apple Play and just all the regular Amazon Music and stuff, it's for sale like just right now basically on Amazon and on my website to get like a physical CD, but digitally you can hear it everywhere. So
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
my website, actually, the one that has the most merchandise on it is ladyredneckmusic.com. So if you go there, I've had some people that order the CDs off Amazon. I can't sign those, but if you ordered off my website, I can sign those. So just make sure you go to the ladyredneckmusic.com.
There you go. There you go. Steve, would it be possible we can have this young lady back because we want to hear her sing? Well, we try to get people back. We will ask.
Wow, that's so nice.
Okay. Mitch from Ohio saying, Hi, I saw you playing in a what? I saw you playing in a bar one day in Texas. So I'm just trying to read it. It's not very clear. Yeah, I saw you in the bar one day playing guitar. When are you playing again? Don't know. Don't make sense.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand the question. I'm sorry.
Right, we don't understand that one. Okay, so what is your most embarrassing moment
Oh, my most embarrassing
on
moment.
stage?
Um, so
Come on. Every person, every person I ask, they go, "Oh, I'm not telling you, don't. It's embarrassing, but
yeah, I'm I don't even know what my most embarrassing moment is on stage. I know one time we were playing as a band. This is kind of not necessarily me, but playing on like on a television station for like a morning show, and and my dad actually my dad was playing the guitar and he actually fell off the stage and you could see his boot go whoop. And then it's like we all don't know what to do after after that. So that was a little bit embarrassing, but that wasn't as much me. I'm gonna have to think about that because I know I've done lots of just crazy things.
yeah,
So
yeah. When are you due on television again? I've been told here.
when am I gonna do what again?
Television.
Um, be back on television?
Yeah.
Um, well, like I am not sure. I don't have plans for that right now.
There
So I
you
don't
go.
know. Yeah.
We don't
Just
know, but
like the
we love.
morning show. Actually the manager that I'm working with was gonna be lining up some of those. So I like we just started talking again now that COVID's finally like somewhat subsided in this area. So I'm not sure. I'm glad that you said that because I'm excited to do those again.
There you go. There you go. We don't we don't know, but there you go. Um, Lisa wants to know. Do you have any children? And do you have any children? Basically.
I do. Yeah, I do have some kids. Yeah. So and like I said, my husband's like really private, so he doesn't like me to talk about it very much, but
Okay.
I have shared pictures of my little 7-year-old a couple of times on social media. So
That's okay. Yeah, we've got to keep their privacy, please. Thank you. Right. Um, where's the biggest venue you ever played?
the biggest venue, it's probably been some of the corporate events have been the biggest. House of Blues was really fun. Um, so probably one of the biggest shows I've done. Yeah, probably just up north. One of the bigger corporate events has been the biggest venue. We did lots of fairs and like lots of big fairs, but yeah, I'd probably have to say one of the corporate events. So
Okay. Marie wants to know. Name one place where you love to play and why.
the Grand Ole Opry, because
Obvious, obvious.
every country singer's dream, right? Just, I mean, it's the tradition. It's back to the whole family thing. Like, that's kind of like part of the family is the Grand Ole Opry. So I'd love to play there.
Do you have to go to the Grand Ole Opry? Do you have to be up to a certain level to go on to that stage, or anybody can go there?
No, and it's kind of like by invitation. So, and I haven't been working the Nashville market. I've just been working like my social media and like the Texas market. So I haven't done as much with Nashville. I'd considered moving there at one time, but ended up in Texas. So, so yeah, if I was there local, I'd have a lot better chance for sure.
Yeah, of course you would. Yeah. Um, where is it to? What position are you in the music charts at this moment in time?
Well, right now, let's see. So my music is played on independent stations all over the world. I've got some music that is played on FM stations, but right now I don't have one on the FM station. I have charted on there, but I do have some of my songs on different charts that are doing really well. I've got a song that I released actually in January that had made it like in the top 10 of a couple of the charts that it was on. And I am, like I said, I'm getting ready to release Identity Your Trek. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that this one will go really far.
Yeah, we've got to share it, guys, when we get it out. If you pass me the MP3s, we will share it on our radio site.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
Yeah, do that.
For sure.
Luke wants to know, hi, Steve. Would it be possible if you can have Stephanie on sometime doing some singing, what you do with everybody else? I hope you're well. I saw Stephanie's on Facebook the other week and she was fab. Please, can you have her back? We will ask.
Oh,
we will definitely ask.
That's so nice. I really appreciate that. I would love to.
Yeah, we would definitely do that, guys. When you kind of like playing like into pubs and clubs and everything, sorry, I'll call it pubs and clubs in the UK. But when you're out there gigging and doing all your concerts and stuff, is it some places that you do not like going?
Can I take the fifth on that one?
You want to take the Fifth Amendment, do you?
I don't want to. I would never want to hurt anybody's feelings. I guess I just love. It's not the place. I don't know that there's been like one place per se. It's just the crowd. Like when the crowd is really responsive and you just have this synergy feeling and you just are like playing and they're getting into it and you can tell that they're just loving it. Like that's my favorite thing. When a crowd just kind of doesn't respond as much, then it's a little bit harder because, you're just trying to get the energy. You want that energy. So yeah, I don't know if it's a specific place. It kind of depends on the crowd. So.
Steve, would it be possible you can play some of Stephanie's music? Yes, Stephanie's music will be played on the radio. It's been played about 5 or 6 times today.
Oh, great.
But there are going to be more plays tonight.
Thank you so much.
What else we got? Hi, Stephanie. Have you ever met anybody famous?
Well, let's see. On Saturday, Tracy Bird, I got to talk to him for a while. And he's got quite a lot of hits. Yeah, I've met some famous people. Trying to think of who the most famous person would be that I have met. Well, lately, anyway, it's been Tracy Bird. Lately, he's been the most famous person that I've met.
Okay. What do you think about Neil Blake?
About what?
Sorry, so Blake Shelton. What do you think about Blake Shelton?
I think him and Gwen are so cute together. I just love to watch all the pictures together. I think they're awesome.
Okay. What else is it? If you kind of if you were in concert and there's one person that you would like to be on stage with, who would it be?
I think that I would really like to be on stage. Gosh, okay.
Sorry, question.
I would have to say with Eric Church, I love how he plays with the guitar and how he just gets the crowd just so worked up. I like that energy from the crowd. I like it when the performers don't just stand there, but they're just kind of crazy and just fun. Just make it a party, and that's what I really like. So yeah, probably Eric Church.
Great, thank you. Russell wants to know, does your no, we're not doing that. Thank you. Missed that one. Please, guys, no family things as well. This is just an interview with me and Stephanie. Okay. They're just asking for family stuff, and I'm saying no.
Oh, I see.
What else is it? Oh, right. Okay. Are you planning to do a Christmas album?
Yeah. In fact, this last December I came out with one. It was called "Come Play Santa with Me," and it had It had lots of, in fact, it did really well. But Christmas music, I absolutely love Christmas music. So I will always be coming out with new Christmas music because I'm one of those that would probably start playing it probably in September if I could. I just love it.
I think it was October last year. I think it was that you started playing. um, okay. What else is it? Right. Okay. What's the best song that you? What name us one song out of all your songs that you like playing
That I
most?
like to play.
Yeah.
Um, Probably, probably I really love to play Love Me Baby. It was my first song that I recorded that I had written. And it kind of has always had a special place in my heart because it did really well. It won a songwriting contest. And it's just fun for me to play. It gets stuck in your head. It's just a fun, sweet, catchy little, it almost has an island feel, but kind of flirty fun. I really like to play Love Me Baby.
Yeah. Because all sorts as a country singer, you play catchy tunes, and you play like kind of like love, love songs and love songs on the side of it. But sometimes you take your music up another level. Sometimes with like the dancey kind of theme tunes. Do you like doing that more?
Yeah, I do. I do. I love all types of music, so yeah, I do. I
What?
enjoy that.
Okay. Let's cover the questions, guys, please. Right. Margaret wants to know, she's from the UK. Where can I buy your music? We have already been through that. We will put all the information on.
So was her name Margaret? That was my
Yeah.
grandma's name. I love that name.
Is it Margaret?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. We've got it all on. We will put it all on our site Crosswalls page,
Okay.
and it'll be all on there for you. Okay. Um, Linda wants to know, who is your favorite artist of all time?
My favorite artist of all time, and that is so hard for me. Usually, it depends on the day, and it's not that I'm not loyal because I'm a very loyal person. But I like it, whatever album like or CD like hits me at that time is kind of where I'm at. And but there's several artists that I love everything that they put out. I really love like a lot of George Strait's music. I really love Dolly Parton. I really love Shania Twain. Her music is awesome. And I really love the sound of Eric Church, Jason Aldean. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. I'm not answering your question very well.
I'm a Carrie Underwood fan.
Oh, she's so awesome. How could I not talk about Carrie? Yeah, she's so great.
Yeah,
And I think she's like really a sweet person too.
yeah. And last question. What was it? Right, okay. If you were on a desert island, what would you take with you and why?
If I was on a desert island, what would I want?
What would you take with you and why?
Like, what would I take to the desert island?
Yeah.
I would take.
There's always a reason why we do these questions.
Yeah, this is a good question. Because I'm thinking, initially, I'm thinking, well, I probably need a survival thing like a knife or something like that where I could cut and I could eat with it and I could, be able to make trees and shelter and stuff like that. But I'd really like to just take my guitar and sit there and play the guitar and watch the waves and just chill. But the logical thing would be a knife or something similar like that.
Well done.
Because I do love to fish, and I like, like with a knife, I feel like I could survive more than likely. So.
Well done. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for your time, and Stephanie. Loved every minute of it. It's just a bit of it's just to get to know you, but we would love you to come back and play some music for us.
I I would love to do that. That'd be
Brilliant.
great.
I will get my wife to contact you because she does all that,
Okay.
and we'll get you in. But thank you very much for your time.
You're
And
so welcome. Thank you for your time.
that's
You have
okay.
a great evening. You're in the evening time, so you have a great evening.
Yes, okay. And love to all the family over there. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
There you go, guys, Stephanie. And don't forget to go and get her music. And yeah, her music is fantastic. So go and listen to it. Okay, guys, see you soon. Bye.